Let's do a brief recap of how we know we're not dealing with humans or a military. To do that, let's flip the question. What could convince us that we're dealing with advanced non-human tech? Well, for me, a demonstration that breaks our understanding of physics would do it. And we do see that with respect to battery capacity and size of these drones like we talked about last time. How about that they're everywhere, not just in New Jersey? How could a country have such a presence across the entire world without being detected? Wouldn't they at least need a charging station? We still haven't seen the drones taking off or landing. Moreover, they've breached restricted airspace many, many times. Is this how World War III starts? With drones over New Jersey? I've checked the textbooks from the future, and it is not. Oh God, still no playoffs? The drones are not an act of war. Broadly, even outside of defying physics, we're seeing behavior that can't be explained within the framework of contemporary geopolitics. So, irrational behavior, in some forms, would also convince me. And because there's historical precedent for mimicry, I could also be convinced by uncanny valley type stuff, like mimicking planes. Check out the last video for more on that. These almost planes are bizarre, right? They poke us right in the A-hole, the absurdity hole. By the way, there's only one camera. By the way, the A-hole and the B-hole, they're the same hole. No one ever talks about that. The phenomenon has a history of absurdity, and this is arguably my favorite element of it, and it's present in many classic stories.
Right here is where this flying saucer, this UFO landed. So I rushed out to see what it was, and by that time there was a hatchway opening up in the top of it, just like the trunk of your car. And in there stood a little man, about 5 foot tall, holding up a jug. They wanted to drink. He motioned for water. And with that, I brought the water up. I noticed this little man cooking these pancakes, which I have one here yet. He was frying these pancakes, and I pointed to him and made a gesture like eating. I thought maybe I'd get a conversation out of him. He didn't say a word. He just reached over and he got a handful of them, 4 of them, and he handed them down to me. And they were hot and greasy. So I took a bite of one of them, and it tasted like a piece of cardboard. And with that, he reached up and he closed his hatch with a heavy thud click like when it latched. The thing started to raise, and within 2 or 3 seconds, it was out of sight. Well, there I stood in the driveway with a handful of greasy pancakes, my mouth open, wondering what the heck I saw.
The pancakes that he turned over to the Air Force were turned over to the Food and Drug people, and they were analyzed as pure buckwheat pancakes.